Hello everyone and welcome back to Get to Know Hospitality Heroes, a video interview series where we get to know more about the professional and personal lives of some of the region's most important hospitality professionals. Today I'm pleased to welcome Chef Yasser, who is founder and president of the Saudi Arabian Chefs Association, as well as a culinary and hospitality development consultant for the Royal Commission for Riyadh City and a TV celebrity chef. So thank you very much for joining us, Chef Yasser.
Thank you very much, really. It's a pleasure to be part of your targets, people you target them, and it's really nice to talk. I'm not much really familiar to have such interview, but I will try to be comfortable and take my chance on burgers.
Well, I'll try to put you at ease. We won't make the questions too difficult for you today, but I'm going to ask you a few questions, a mix of stuff that's career-based and also some things that are just designed to get to know you a little bit better. So are you ready to get started?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'll start with your career. So why and how did you choose your career?
Look, it was like a destiny. In the middle of the career, I am actually educated in food science. Mm-hmm. I've been graduate and postgraduate as a food industrial engineer. And I was holding a quite long position called Quality Control and Food Safety Director in Saudi Catering, which is the food provider, onboard food provider for Saudi Airlines. And in that division, I've been working for quite long, and I was the head of area, and I was progressing. It's a tough job because you have to progress the safety, the performance, everything related to perfection for this kind of industry, which is really critical with a high load of production figure per day, and a lot of client plus Saudi Airlines as a major carrier. I was quite young that time, and the higher management, they chose me to be ahead of a production as a senior manager production. But I was a manager position, and they told me, we select you. And I was surprised by that. They didn't talk to me. They just surprised me. I was in vacation, actually, in Canada. Then I said, okay, I will take the challenge in condition what I gain. They said, we give you promotion. I said, no, not promotion. What do I gain? Knowledge to run. The HR team, they sit with me. They said, look, we will send you for culinary education. Hospitality, they said first. In Switzerland, in French, you just name it. I said, no, hospitality is too far for me. I don't want to come back as somebody ready to work as from scratch. I want to learn cooking because I am okay in management. I just need to cook. I want to cook to show the chef how I can do like them. I want to cut the knife, cut trimming. They say, okay. So I select among the HR development, Cordon Bleu, France, which is another obstacles because I have to learn French. And that is too much for me. Learn French, go and cook, leave your family. It's too many things. I said, okay, we'll try to do it gradually. It works. And I went to first basic, intermediate, superior cuisine. I study also learn about patisserie. I found myself more in the kitchen. Once you catch the knife and you start, it's a symphony. You can hear it. People can hear it. You cook, people taste, wow, this gives you a kind of confidence. Then I feel, earlier I tell you, maybe first time I mentioned that, I feel I waste a lot of my life in a tough organization with tough position as a QC manager, because my burgers will be shown by quarter over there. Minimum 1 quarter to show the curve of the perfection or the food safety curve or whatever, because you cannot achieve here with my team in the kitchen. Alone, I can do something. You give me some onion, oil, whatever, I can do a minimum anything. So that confidence make me feel boost a lot. I eat burgers with my chefs. I was lucky. I have a chef who was worked with us in the organization as executive chef. His name Thomas Gugler. Gugler, now he's the president of World Chef Association, and he's based in Saudi Arabia. So I was lucky to learn from him, not only cooking, how to manage the group. And from the beginning, Thomas was really a star, actually. He works with me as an executive chef, and he was among the group a star. I learned from him not only how to cook, how to build our dream. Our dream that time to be a member within the big global body. Then we register ourselves. We start going for international competition. I cook myself. I found, wow, I got some medal. Then I become really, I feel I am really good enough to work with to bring this ethics of gastronomy competition or culinary art cooking, Salon Culinary to Saudi Arabia. That time was not there. So that's why we said we will found our association and we will link it with WAX as an international body to be part of international. And then it works. I find myself really in the kitchen. From that time, I start doing here and there some projects, some consultation. And I tell you, in my new assignment with the government, they take me as a chef, not as a food safety director or advisor. From 2009, we registered Saudi Arabia as a member, national member in the World Association Chef Society. We progress a lot. Thomas Gugler have a big impact, big support, and then he become a president. From 2014, I guess he became a president in the WAX. And now, second election, he was lucky to be extended. And I am lucky also that he's my neighborhood and he's my, he lives still in Jeddah. And we progress a lot. We put Saudi Arabia in a different position. But that came from my passion to be a cook. So I hope I answered this question.
I feel like you did. I mean, it's clear you're a very busy man. So I'm gonna move on to the next question. So I don't know if you ever find the time to go on vacation, but if you do, what's the best hotel you've ever stayed in?
Look, I have very good experience in different hotels. Really, to tell you the best, sometimes if you're in a work, you need the best hotel, which is not a spa, not a resort. Accessible, have everything, good menu, good food, accessible to the city, accessible to my work. But really, I enjoyed a lot, and frankly, in Mandarin group, Mandarin Oriental, in Bangkok, in I guess in Philippines also. I tried them. I tried them in most of the time. I tried Mandarin group in the Far East. They are really super. They are, they treat you like a king. You are in a deluxe room, not in a suite. You are in a good hotel. You can see a good hotel by the service you get, and by the level of gastronomy, the level of entertainment, the lighting, everything. So those one of the top rank hotel I have tried them myself. I tried also, by the way, Burj Al Arab in Dubai.
Wow, very nice.
It's really nice. That time we were doing a Top Chef program. And they put us in a very nice suite. That was like, wow.
For me, it's really different level of luxury.
And I was lucky also twice in Burj Al Arab. One time I live as a resident, and one time we shot in the royal suite. They have in the top. That is really like a palace on the roof.
I can imagine.
It's really super. The food also super. The view with that kind of chemist. It's really different experience. You never forget this kind of experience in your life. And I'm one of those guys who have these two hotels, Burj Al Arab and Mandarin Oriental. Really,
wow,
good for me.
two very good choices. Some of the best hotels around. So moving on. So, what is the proudest moment in your career? I'm sure there's been a few, but if you could pinpoint one moment, what would be the proudest for you?
Look, the proudest moment for me where you start watching young chefs doing hard work. You give them chance. 1, 2, 3 times. They fail and you give them. One time you see them, they are like the star. They start working better than me, better than a lot of good chefs. This is the moment where I feel inside that, wow, this is the moment where people grown in the kitchen and showing their art. And I don't forget many people. I have seen them from different. Saudi Arabia is multicultural. You can see people from around the globe. In our kitchen, we have almost 42 nationality.
Wow!
And you can see sometimes I learned a technique while I goes in the kitchen as a startup to grow up with my management, that I give chance to either the Komi 3, Komi 2. They make burgers within a certain support and coaching better than a chef with a wise experience. They just need a chance. The kitchen, the only area where if you have the chance, you get it and you grown up. And that's the moment where I feel I am so lucky to give chance and people joining me.
Absolutely. I think that's very important, definitely, Be proud of the generation that you're bringing up and tutoring, absolutely. Do you have a personality trait, something about your personality that's ever got you in trouble before?
Yes, I am very demanding. Unfortunately, I am. You know, to be demand person, you suffer. You kill yourself sometime to get things done.
Yeah.
Some people, they have a good they are very liberal in their personality. They can't things run it, you know. They accept. I'm not saying to be perfect, but sometimes you have to have a criteria, like a KPI. Without this, no go.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
means no go. That means it's a headache sometimes. And some people work with me. They say you are a nightmare for a moment, for a quite long moment. Once I leave them, or once they leave me, they call me and they say, "Look, Chef Yasser, we learn a lot from you." And this kind of personality, where sometimes I'm trying to fix it. Really,
Yeah,
I shaped up myself a lot, but still, I am very demanding person in all my life. In the kitchen, the moment you demand a lot, the moment you work hard and you keep working hard, and you get sick sometimes, physically,
yeah,
mentality, too much. You know, some people. But I tell you that the different. Not because I'm talking about myself. If you demand, if you criticize everything you do and you work with it very hard, it will shown, you know, it will shown. The result will proven.
how you improve, yeah.
But you will suffer. You a little bit suffer. That's the only problem That's what to do.
There you go. Well, it's got you where you are today, I suppose.
Yeah.
So another big question for you, and not an easy one to answer, but how do you see the future of the hospitality industry?
Globally or in Middle East or in our region, you mean? If
I
ever
guess in
what?
your region, for you personally, how do you see the future and where do you see it going?
I think, look, there is a challenge now these days with Corona situation.
Hmm.
But I'm not saying I can see the future. The future will be brighter, because things are changed. It's not like before. We in Saudi Arabia gets open a lot, and the exposure become really massive in
Yeah,
Saudi Arabia. I'm talking, and and the target and the vision is really very wide and very bright in Saudi Arabia. The vision is to give chance for young generation, for everybody live in Saudi Arabia, to live in a better life. Our population, alhamdulillah, is quite huge. Approximately 30 million, with the big land, as big as Europe, Saudi Arabia. We have a lot of desert, a lot of mountain, different view in the Gulf Gulf beach, and we have in the Red Sea view.
yeah,
And that kind of geography and that kind of operation, plus we have Hajj and Umrah, which is a big traffic for a lot of, for global nationality, people get to come and watch what is we have in Saudi Arabia and
yeah,
what
yeah,
kind of service. The future going to be bright with less demand on petrol. Also, you know, just keep in mind, petrol was a power generator for the GCC country.
yeah,
Now, with the price of the fuel, it's not like before. So a lot of exposure, a lot of channels get open. I think the future in globally will be also improved, not also in Saudi Arabia, because we get to share in our country, in GCC country, they need experience, they need different scenario to be workable in Saudi Arabia, and it's most welcome to try and to tailor-made fixing to
yeah,
get things done. Our weather is a challenge. Our also culture, it's a kind of a challenge, because we have very strong culture. We are as good as Asian to maintain their culture. Still, we have a genetical culture where you cannot change a lot. So that give you a kind of a boost. It should be a boost. It shouldn't be a negative for me, because
yeah.
it help you. The culture, we have different clothes, different food in different region in Saudi Arabia. It's quite rich, you know.
Very
In some
diverse.
region, you don't have much exposure with foreigners, so it's so genuine, it's so virgin. That's why it's really need an attention to be taken. Um, I think the future will be brighter. With also the construction, a lot of construction now in Saudi Arabia, I guess
Yeah,
in the
big
GCC country.
developments.
That means there's a hope. to go further and further and further.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot of opportunity in Saudi Arabia, and I think we'll see a lot of change in the near future, and it's very exciting.
For women, the chances is really very bright for women in Saudi Arabia, in GCC country, because our population, we have a tangible percentage of ladies, and they get to exposure, they get to learn, to show, to proven. And now really the government giving so much attention, which is really great for young lady to proceed in the hospitality field. I'm talking, not in everywhere. It's in everywhere actually, but in hospitality.
Yeah.
We have now young ladies, new generation, start working in the kitchen, professional. You know, they send a lot of Saudi to Cordon Bleu, where I study. Wow. They were lucky. I went to Cordon Bleu in the age of like 33 or 34. I was in the middle age actually to go there, but they were young. They are just graduate from college, from high school, and they go there. Imagine. So there's so much energy. They have so much energy to post. I have seen good example of the young lady. They are working in a kitchen like a symphony. They are working hard with passion. So that is an indication for a future, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I think we've got time for one final question, Chef Yasser. And as a chef, I have to ask you this one. Do you prefer sweet or savory?
I tell you, funny, I eat both and I love both. Look, savory is the food, let's say. Yeah. It's the food. We have to eat savory, but sweet is a luxury. You don't need to eat sweet if you don't have enough money. You just have to eat the basic. So sweet for me is really important. I love to eat sweet twice a day sometimes, because for me, if I have a break in the evening time, sweet with cup of tea, usually coffee in the morning, but for me, it's like an English after evening time, for me. Sweet is really so important. Either sometimes, I tell you crazy, sometimes jam with a nice toast. It's really, but good jam, good quality jam, not just rubbish. And butter, it's really good. So sweet, for me, it's important. And I love the French sweet. I love the French sweet because it's really, for me, I've been a lot in the French cuisine. I love all type. It's Italian, whatever, American cheesecake, New York cheesecake, everything sweet. But it has to be good. Frankly, I love the sweet to be good, not only the sugar. Either before I was not shaped, I used to like any sweet. A couple of years after I take over in the kitchen and I start being with the chefs, eating, learning, developing once you develop your appetite, you are lucky. Every person develop his appetite, he will be king. He will be Caesar to eat, because then you enjoy one spoon of something nice. You know how to taste it, how to enjoy it. It's enough. You don't need to eat big portion. Then once you start eating big portion without feeling, without tasting, without organoleptic,
to taste it and enjoy it.
Finished. Then it's finished.
Great. Well, I think you've covered every cuisine there.
Now it's lunchtime. Let's go and eat.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah, we eat late our lunches in Jeddah here, but I don't know in Dubai or in other part of the world. Usually the lunchtime, most of people, they eat it late. It's not so perfect like mid of the day. Maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon, sometimes a little bit late, because now most of people are on vacation. So
that's great. Well, thank you very much again for joining us, Chef Yasser. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you, and it's been great to get to know more about you and your career. And I really hope to see you again at the Hotel Show Saudi, and hopefully also the Hotel Show Dubai as well.
Thank you very much. Really, we are partner with the Hotel Show. We are the founder for the Hotel Show in the Salon Culinary activity. We start in Saudi Arabia, by the way. Historical. We start in 2015, I guess, or 16. And then we start doing every year. We start with the mystery box, the black box, which is really a challenge for a team to cook from the hotels. And it works very well. Then it moved to Dubai, then moved to South Africa. So I am very proud to be always supporting the Hotel Show, give young generation and super chef in the same level, because the Hotel Show, they have the mystery books where you have a team. That is a good. Because in the team you need young and a masterpiece chef to help each other to come up, or wherever. If all of them are young, it's fine. But they have to get gold medal because that proven they are good. So thank you very much for giving me a chance to perform myself and talk to you casually. A bit. I have left to wear the uniform either in my I am home, just to give a message to the chef. Look, we need you to look as a chef, and we need you to perform as a chef. Thank you very much.
And that you've done. So thank you very much, Chef Yasser. It's been a pleasure.